Hello, I'm Sam Lesson. I'm one of the co-founders of Fin, and I'm going to walk through a brief overview of our product, Fin Analytics. We've put together 3 short segments that together should give you a high-level overview of what Fin Analytics can do to empower high-performance customer service and operations teams. In this first session, I'll briefly go over what we do and our mission around workforce analytics. After this session, I would suggest reviewing our product walkthrough and then importantly our example insights to get a full sense of our product offering. With that said, let's start by diving into the overview. Let me outline the 4 key things we do for teams. First, we help dramatically improve team management and culture by giving you a ground truth understanding of performance. High-level outcome metrics can be deceiving, and they also change for all sorts of complicated reasons as the types of tasks shift. Shadowing work at scale is also impossible to do all the time. With Fin, we give you the deep understanding to know exactly how your team is doing and focus shadowing attention on just the key moments to help improve work. We've seen this revolutionize for teams not just how they manage, but also how they help their cultures become more open and supportive of the team's overall mission. Second, we help teams discover best practices and share learnings across team members. Our data helps you discover the best performing practices. Video context makes it easy to share across the team and train on it, dramatically speeding up training time and making coaching more impactful in terms of outcomes. Third, we help focus engineering and process improvement efforts with real data. By default, engineering and process improvement teams use their best efforts and intuition to know what workflows and interactions are most important to focus on and how to improve them. We make this process of tool and workflow improvement a data-driven exercise where the ROI is clear. Finally, it's worth mentioning automation in RPA. Everyone's very excited about the opportunity to automate repetitive tasks and key workflows at a high level. The question always becomes, what are the best candidates for thoughtful automation, and how should they be automated? And ultimately, on top of that, what's the measurable ROI from the automation itself? Our data can turn all of this into a science. With that said up front, let me take you through a bit of the context on the philosophy of the company. We're broadly focused on solving what we call the operations process data gap. Simply put, operations teams have outcome-oriented scores like CSAT, NPS, handle time, and generally manage their teams to them. But those scores don't tell you very much about what to actually do to improve. What teams need to complement outcome-oriented statistics is the moment-to-moment operational insight into their team members, process, and specific cases. Think of it like a football game. Having outcome statistics is like knowing the score. You, of course, need to know the score, but knowing if your team is winning or losing doesn't tell you much about how to improve. What you need to improve, and what coaches and teams have been focusing on, is the play-by-play analytics and game replay tape you can use to evolve your on-the-field strategy and coach your players with real examples on individual plays. The big revolution in sports and big data of the last 20 years has all been about using better game analytics to dramatically improve performance. The same should be true of knowledge work. This process data gap isn't just some abstract long-standing problem. It's becoming a business-critical issue for many companies for 2 reasons. First, there's growing pressure on customer service as a key differentiator for great companies. Customers demand great CX of great companies in a way that simply didn't used to be true. Never has there been more pressure to address inefficiencies in tools and process, as well as the variance in quality, speed, and efficiency between team members. Second, there is also growing opportunities for great CX because companies increasingly understand the linkage where great customer experiences drives retention and value. It's not just about limiting cost. So this is what we do at a high level. We provide workforce analytics that closes the operations process gap and gives you full insight into how your team is working moment to moment. We, of course, are not the first to point out this gap or to propose a solution. Companies have been trying different methods to get operational process analytics for a long time. The default is to do time and motion studies and manually shadow employees periodically. There are some software packages that help analyze log files from your CRM to get some insight as well. What makes us a dramatically better solution comes down to 3 things. First, we give you complete process data across all your tools, not just your CRM. We log every scroll, every click, every interaction your team members take across all your tools, so you can understand the full waterfall of your team's time and effort. Second, we couple powerful data with root cause analysis via video playback. We have on our own team a lot of first-hand experience managing real operations work, and the ability to take an interaction or a set of similar interactions from a user or on a specific type of case and replay them as they unfold is extremely powerful for coaching and debugging. Third, There is zero integration cost to using Fin Analytics, meaning you can be up and running in just a few minutes across your team. Since we log data through a lightweight Chrome plugin extension, there is zero engineering or data science resources needed to get started. We're also very much enterprise ready, with hundreds of integrations, compliance work in place, and enterprise controls around user management and data. So if you're interested in learning more, please feel free to reach out personally to me or my co-founder Cortina, and consider reviewing our product walkthrough and example cases at fin.com.